Alright. Huh. Vampires are assholes.
Whose is this cliff?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
Yeah, he's like, we need to hurry and stop and taking the scenic route.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
Sure, dude. Why don't you go ahead
Place
and
the
get in
bait at the
the
tunnel entrances.
deal.
Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Where do we put it? I doubt that far back. Oh, now it's magically good. Okay. Already hear some lads prepping them.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Where do we want it, son? I'm gonna try that on the other one, but then it just let me put the bait down. Like, all good. Don't know what kind of dudes we're gonna go against here. I'm gonna go ahead and put some slipper action on his goal, baby. Ugh. Let's do it, my man.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
Hopefully Geralt doesn't die, man, then. He's never
We
getting
must
out.
hurry. The beasts have caught the scent also my head. started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
We get it. You're badass. Life's hard.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Something hard.
Safe word.
Anyone there?
Drove. I shall overcome.
Good. 'Cause I can hear more coming.
Dude, are you alright, man?
Hold on. I'll let you out.
A vampire, dude. Now we're hooded. All they need is blood.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore.
Bro, you alright? Where the fuck do my glasses always go? Now I got the stupid fucking hood now.
Get you out of here.
Oh, it was the trap, I think.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Couple ribbons of mana you gotta shoot in
better?
there.
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture,
What would you have done?
found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Resonance, it's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case,
What?
let's begin.
Brewing time's gotta be perfect, but you can just let it sit there and like keep bubbling, man. But just like on warm setting, dude. Like, we'll forget about it, I guess. Fucking hood, dude. One of those lame hoods, with a little dip in the back. Jeez.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
What did I notice his arm? The upside down shape.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
So harsh. Might be losing him. Just maybe. Or he's got very complex motives.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Geralt kill him. We've killed vampires before.
Sure wasn't pleasant.
I don't remember what the deal is with higher
Did you see
vampires.
Delacroix.
This
His
guy
death
said that
did not
only
come easy. Seeing
other
Detloff
higher
had
vampires could
made
kill
friends with him.
each other.
Still killed him, chopped up his corpse, and he was overcome with fury.
I'm sure Geralt
Remorse.
could, though. I just don't know how.
Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
But we kill vampires all the time. It's like normal
Interesting.
enemies.
And entirely
That one
unlike
monster that
Detlef
ran
I
away in the
know.
tunnel was
See anything
some
else?
elder vampire. But I guess they're more like animal-ish. Don't know about these guys. I don't think we've met any in the story yet. Till now.
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detloff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Detloff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the
Right now, they just don't know how to find the
Blood
guy.
stand.
They don't know why he's trying to kill
Detloff
everybody.
First met Delacroix there.
And this guy's
Went
trying
back after
to
the murder, actually.
not
Peculiar.
let
Stan was
Geralt
somewhere in the port.
kill him because he owes him a lot for bringing him back to life, essentially. But Geralt pretty much said that they can't get him to stop doing whatever he's doing. Once they find him, that he's just gonna kill him anyway. So we will see. That's kind of the gist of the main story right now.
Strict. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detloff.
And he's killing a bunch of random innocent people.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the
innocent.
lad,
They're like
though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only
nobility
lead.
kind of thing.
I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Comfy place to sit. Oh, he's on his bed. I think he's gonna sit on the fucking floor, dude. I don't know the exact details on those lines. So many silver swords. I want like a better steel one. Funny how many of these are just like way just better. This is a set. Heavy armor. I go drop that shit off. Oh yeah, I need to put back on the glasses. Jinkies. The hood just doesn't do it for me. The set, the upgrade before this looked better, which is saying a lot. Considering how shit this one looked. I'm gonna go drop some of this shit off in my house, my vineyard. I don't know if it'd say in the bestiary. Maybe Siegfried would know. I don't have that many entries because this is the boosted character. I can't look into it that hard. Sadly.
Nothing says love like a push and a shove. To Liam and Matilda.
A witcher.
How is that? They're just still around them. Fancy. Oh yeah. Some good quests yesterday you might have missed. Some funny shit. Definitely if you like. Very aware quests. Self-aware. Skedaddle.
I work from dawn to dusk.
Vermentino this.
Oh, I need to stop just watching streams and not doing like things. I need to get shit done while I watch a stream. Really wish I didn't have to redo all that music shit. It'll take forever in theory, but Another fucking dumb thing to tack onto this computer business.
Oh, Lepiot, lips. My legs.
Lips.
You little fuck.
You little.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
All you need to know is, long as I'm here, you're not gonna touch the boy.
Is that so? Then we'll come find him once you're gone.
Try it, and I'll find you.
Is that a threat?
Yep. Leave the kid be.
Yep.
Piss off.
Oh no. No northern sheep diddler insults us. We'll pummel the swine first, then spank the piglet. Get him!
It's not allowed, that kind.
Crack your legs, vagrants! Teach you
To help scofflaws and
shit! Take him to the left! Together! On three!
Everybody pick a fight with this dude. Isn't it obvious that he's a fucking Witcher? I mean, I guess they're stupid. It's the people who know he's a Witcher that still pick a fight with him that are fucking dumb.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh, I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
Thanks, dude.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
Let me guess. Gotta pay ya.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it
Clean
sing out
boots
loud
can't clean his
and
own
clear.
face.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Lucky that you're dealing with a guy who can just do whatever.
Let's see if we can't figure something out.
It's not quite... I don't know...
That's good, Mom.
Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
Fine. Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him?
433 for
Which
nothing,
direction
dude.
he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from.
Godly info,
clean.
dude. Good
Seems
rip.
you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial
Well, if he ever runs
you
out.
tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a
Fucking
friend.
dick.
Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning the right thing to bribe them with.
Really? 433 florins is apparently not as good as one bottle of fucking gypsy juice you can't keep making.
It's not far from what the lad said.
Sure hope we don't scare him off. Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
Oh,
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, Dettlaff, I'm coming
Yeah,
for
really.
you. A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Trying to check if anybody was around, dude.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
I wonder how many of these crows are for the other guy.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
And they shut his door. In case he does come back. I mean, I'm sure he could just smell their asses or sense them, but oh, the door is shut. Wonderful.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
Not lame, you can only have one of these up at a time, dude. This shit's definitely not as good as I was expecting, because you can't actually do more than one.
Somebody fixed this recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
The deal not lets you unlock more slots, but you need to use one that lets you use everything.
No dust mark.
No, I feel like the toxicity one would be better even. You think about it here, like, each blow, you get 5% damage, right? I can't even get a full 10 blows off before fucking killing usually everybody. But this one, when I do get it, each point of toxicity gives me 75% damage. I pop 2 of my potions, I'm at like 50. I mean, yeah, this has a higher up end. But this is a lot quicker to happen. This one's not good, but this one's good.
Somebody moved this here recently. Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Detlef van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlef killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Who the hell's the blackmailer?
Any idea what it could be? Detlef have any enemies?
Indeed. Detlef gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know,
Maybe another vampire
faced
then.
Detlef yourself. Whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping.
In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off perhaps by a bout of Detlef's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detlef have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Detlef is so much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Even if Renawed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
And check out that extra dog off. I don't know if I didn't miss anything good.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Alright.
Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
The Duchess, man. Maybe.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detlef's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Why use like super
wine.
rare ink?
Not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Maybe the guy they
Just
put in the cage
hypothesis.
did.
Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Detlef's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
The Duchess it is, man. Apparently I didn't sharpen my sword while I was out too. Whoops. Not a big deal.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair. Fuck!
Well, I can't go quick here. Wahoo! Nice one. Thank you again. Guess they want everybody to enjoy it. I can respect.
Run, Roach.
I'm sure there's the assholes that are sad that they don't get something nobody else gets, but get it the entire time. I assume they'd be pretty hard to find in the game too. I wonder if some of the hardest puzzles are going to be like side things.
A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher.
I'm off to the
That
hell.
is the remedy Lucius fosters are not to
Which was the costume you liked? I don't remember. That's right. The good ones didn't make it in, right? It's shit like Valkyrie that made it in.
They say
Cowgirl.
a great deal about you, Witcher. All right.
Phew, stinky.
Your Grace, the palace is secure.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us. Motivated
Those.
by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, They're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
That's what I'm
Do
saying,
not,
yeah.
I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free.
Fucking dumb as shit.
Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
People just
No
have the
one else
bloodlust.
should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything
That's why
about
she
the
only rules
blackmailer?
over a small little
Got one
mini
lead.
country, man.
A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them.
As dumb
One
as
of
a
them
right-hand
stained.
man here.
A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace
I get
wished
it.
to see
You're a
me.
wine badass. This is the
Witcher,
fucking wine
Show him
analyst.
the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The
These
west
people
bank
are
of the
stupid
Sala
as fuck.
too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high.
These people are cringe lords, man.
It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps
It's
some
true.
Saint Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint Real, it is Saint Real. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
She just drinks wine all day.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Yeah, so
Your
far.
Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Yeah, ready to go.
I need a badass
Give me a moment.
lady with the.
I must don something more appropriate and concealing.
Yeah, nobody will
Then
ever
we will be
recognize
off.
the fucking Duchess's face. I hope she's putting on a fucking one of those like fucking swirly eyes, the fucking big nose, mustache, glasses, man. Her right hand man, the Witcher. I wonder who's in the middle. Nobody would ever expect that in here. Of all the work costumes. Put on the rhino outfit.
This vampire.
Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
You've the look of a knight. Over there, monsters have come.
Yeah, it's dumb, but who knows, man? I'm sure there's some magical thing.
We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us!
The problem is, it's totally gonna just prep it up for some kind of fucking emotionally gripping, dumb bullshit. Oh, I don't know what all endings are in this. Hopefully there's nothing just like really awesome that we miss.
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate
Thank you.
happened by.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Tell me more about this vineyard. Castelravello.
It's the best in all Toussaint. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabrizio.
Fabrication.
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
I don't even know if we were supposed to trust the vampire dude, but I mean, it sure seems like he's being blackmailed. Until it gets proven otherwise, it's just
Captain de la Tour,
racism.
we did not
I'm just
expect
kinda like
any
in the middle.
visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court? Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabrizio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
The salon.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castelravello?
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
Oh, and who are you, sir, to speak to me this way?
Not really what I was
This
going
is
for.
Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Oh, we're gonna masquerade it as a.
Which is to say, I expect you to
Action.
treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabrizio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Sonreal?
I am at your service.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Son Real. Someone who should not have. Which means one of two things.
Shave off still.
Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is this Son Real stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
Later, my dude. You just got fucking grilled.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all
Candy
he has
bar,
to me.
miss?
His father frittered
The hell
away the
myself.
family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Why the high heels, man? I guess every Witcher main chick has to look like hyper and sexy, so I need high heels. Can't be sexy without heels, baby. Guess they're not high heels, but
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
right.
Hervalous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine.
Oh, we're looking for the sangria, whatever the fuck. I just saw 1269, I was all in, man. Taking these for evidence, man.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Got Pomino over here.
Upstairs it is, then.
San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Really? Didn't need the fucking Duchess to tell me that. Jeez, I can barely see, man.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice.